Hello and welcome once again to one of our special Felixstowe TV interviews. Now, I don't know whether you follow what goes on in Felixstowe, but at the Orwell Hotel it's become a wonderful centre, and they've had so many different things, music nights, dance nights, all sorts of things, and I mean it's well worth keeping an eye on what goes on at the Orwell Hotel. But what has gone on recently, and I was most impressed by it, they had a piano recital. Now that's something which you don't often get in a small town such as Felixstowe. And we had a wonderful piano recital by an artist known as Andreea Anca. Now she's played at the Royal Festival Hall, and we're delighted to be able to say that we've got her here today. So a very warm welcome to you, Andreea. You look so young and beautiful, my dear. I don't know how you do it. Is it rude to say how old you are?
No, it's not rude at all. Thank you for inviting me today. It's a pleasure to be here. I don't have a secret for being young. I'm 24.
24? Well, that's pretty good to be doing your own recital and to have played at the Royal Festival Hall. I think that's tremendous. I was most impressed when I heard that. But you started playing very early, I hear. You're one of these people who've got music in your blood and it comes out of the pores almost. It's
Yes.
Your whole life, music, and especially the piano, of course. And to be able to give a recital, I think that really is something out of the ordinary. And because, as well as that, of course, you teach the piano.
Yes, I do. I have been playing since I was 6 years old.
6 years old? Gosh, that's early to start, yes.
Yes, it is. And I've carried on ever since. And now I wish to share my knowledge with everyone and be a part of the community and share with all the children my knowledge and a bit of music as well.
Brilliant. Well, what could be better than... I mean, you're good with children then, I should think, are you? So,
Yes.
so if any of you've got children who you would like to be musical or to learn to play the piano, here we've got Andreea who's waiting to teach them. Now, tell me, you come from Romania, I think, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
And you came over to study music and music performance. Tell me a little bit about that. You came to which university?
I came to Coventry University, specifically to study with Dr. Julian Helby.
Really? Because he's a well-known name, yes, yes.
Yes, he's an assessor for the ABRSM
Yes.
curriculum, so he's well known.
Yes.
And I came to study with him performance, how to play the piano as well as
Gosh,
practice.
yes.
So it was a very good experience
Yes,
for me.
because you've given performances in Romania, of course, and so when you came here, you really found the European, not the, well, you're European, but you found the way we do it here in England and in America. This is the big thing. Now tell me, what was the main thing that you got from the university? Because it's a wonderful experience to go to university. What was the main thing you got out of it?
Well, the ability to play with all my colleagues, it was wonderful. I played in ensembles and the choirs and orchestras.
This was always the piano?
Not always now, I also play percussion.
Oh, do you? That's
Yes.
interesting. When you say percussion, what does that mean? Excuse my musical ignorance.
That's no problem. I play timpani.
Timpani, what is timpani?
Timpani is a big instrument, and you use sticks.
Yes.
And the timpani is basically the base of the orchestra.
Oh, I see.
It's a deep sound,
Yes,
and it goes a long way.
I see,
That
yes.
sound is very, very powerful.
Yes. Oh, I didn't realise you did that. I always thought of you as a pianist, because you can't give a recital on what
On
is it?
timpani,
On
no.
timpani, no. But as you were saying, though, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. You at the university you learned performance and playing with others, and of course you played at the Royal Festival Hall, I hear. This
Yes,
was
I
marvellous, and you met Lang Lang, which is he's somebody who's really well known, and for you to have played with him, that's a very particular attraction. Tell us a little bit about the Royal Festival Hall.
Well, I auditioned
Yes.
with a small video on the South Bank Centre website.
Oh yes.
and then I got accepted to play alongside him.
Gosh, isn't
And
that good?
yeah, and alongside 100 other pianists.
Gosh.
Either very young, between 5 and 16 it was.
Yes.
And we played a few orchestral pieces arranged for 50 pianos.
Gosh, 50 pianos!
Yes.
I can't imagine. All in the festival.
Yes.
Must have been very special.
It was.
It's
yes.
unbelievable. Makes my mind goggle. 50 pianos.
50 pianos at the same time on the same stage, yeah.
Gosh, now that's an achievement in itself, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And you played alongside Lang Lang. So
Yes.
that's a big thing. Now, what was your impression of him? I shouldn't ask you this. What was your impression of him?
He's a very kind man. He does share a lot with the world, with a few of he does a few fundraising campaigns as well, and by playing alongside him as a well-known pianist, play alongside 100 other pianists,
Gosh.
it was an exposure for us, obviously. We got to play at Royal Festival Hall, it was amazing, absolutely.
That's
yeah.
incredible. Yes. But I'm so glad that you've had this recital in the Orwell, because, excuse me, so many people today, they listen to all this modern music and they don't realise the beauty of classical music. And of course sometimes they hear some classical music, but the type of music which you're so fond of, tell us your favourite composer.
Well, my favourite composers are from the Romantic era.
Ah, so you like the romantic music, that's
Yes.
good. Yes, relaxing.
Yes, that
Yes.
is true.
And tell us a little bit about the music you like.
I like Chopin and Liszt.
Yes,
I do like Bach as well.
yes, I like Bach. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's relaxing for me. It's sharing a mood. When I play, when I perform, I don't want to make people cry or anything,
No,
but I
no.
do want to make people relax and enjoy themselves and just taking the music.
Well, your recital at the Orwell proved that the audience went out enraptured with you. So, and to think that you will be willing to teach the children, their children, and you don't mind teaching adults even,
No?
and you don't mind teaching beginners.
Not at all, no.
So because that's the thing, because a lot of people are very shy because they think, well, they don't know how to look at music, they don't know how to put their fingers on the keyboard, and you're willing to take them from scratch.
Exactly.
Well, that's absolutely wonderful. So I'm sure you're going to get an awful lot of people as a result of this, because people are looking, and people have always got this creative feeling in them.
They do.
And do you compose at all? Do you have anything composed?
I do sometimes.
Do you?
I did compose a few jingles.
Yes.
They're still in writing stage, so they'll probably come out next year.
Yes.
But nothing too much. I am a performer at the base.
Yes, yes, and a teacher,
Yes.
not to forget that.
Yeah.
Yes, but with the jingles, I'm hoping, as you know, we have here at the studio, we're calling it Studio House, by the way, our new home here for the Felixstowe Media, and it's the old Coes building at the top of Bent Hill, at the bottom of Hamilton Road. If ever you're passing, do come by and call in and say hello to us. And hopefully, if Andrea's here, we've got great hopes for the studio, and we're going to have little sessions, and you're going to play for us, I hope.
Yes, I will
So
do.
that'd be beautiful. People will be able to come in, have a cup of coffee, and hear you, which would be
Yes,
wonderful.
yeah.
But I'm hoping that you're going to have a lot to do with us. But we have the Felixstowe radio, and of course we need jingles for our adverts. So maybe you could turn your mind, and you may even be hearing Andrea's jingles on the radio, which would be
One
very
day.
good. Well, I'm sure we will, because it's an art in itself to produce the radio jingles. And so if you can produce those, and you'll have a style of your own on the piano, and perhaps with a timpani accompaniment. Have you got a timpani?
No, having a timpani is taking a lot of space.
Oh, I see.
And
yes.
they are very expensive, so only orchestras have them.
Oh, I see.
And practicing, I mean, all the timpani and other percussion performers, they practice on tables, on mats, special mats
Oh, I see.
that are silent as well, because even if you live in a house, or in an apartment you can't practice
Oh, I see.
percussion because it's very, very loud.
Yes, I see. Isn't that interesting? But when it comes to a thing like this, what's your advice to people when they feel they want to do something musically? What's your advice? How should they go about it?
Well, they can always contact me.
Yes.
I do like to teach all styles and all levels, so from beginners to advanced, everyone can contact me.
And
yes.
if they can't read a bit of music, you're willing to teach them music, even if
Yeah.
they want to play some other instrument. But you were telling me that I didn't realise it, that the guitar has different music of notation than the piano.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. But except for the guitar, you can teach anybody any music, the normal thing.
Yes.
Now, what is your website? Because you've got a website, presumably.
Yes.
It's Andreea, which is a nice easy name, Anca,
Yes.
which is
music.
music.
.co.uk.
.co.uk, but I mean, if you just Google Andreea Anca, it will come up. I'm quite sure
yes.
it will come up. And you've got a telephone number, I hope.
Yes, I do. That is 0789 557 3167.
Well,
And I am available anytime, anywhere.
well, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
And of course, what is even better than that is that if you come down to the studio, we're going to put up Andrea's name, telephone number, website, and her contact details, and all about her in the window. So if you look through the window, you'll find her, so you'll be able to find her number and hopefully give her a ring and learn how to play the piano or any other instrument, because every instrument needs music, so you can learn your music the easy way by coming to Andreea.
Yes.
So it's been such a great pleasure talking to you, Andreea, but just before we finish, tell me, someone as lovely as you, are you married? Have you got a partner? And what's happened?
I do have a partner.
You have a partner. Did you meet him in university or?
I met him in Ipswich, actually.
Met him in Ipswich. Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. So he's a local lad.
He's from Felixstowe, that's why I
He's
now
from
live in
Felixstowe.
Felixstowe.
Oh, isn't that nice? So now you're really a Felixstowe girl.
I am, yes.
So learn your music from a Felixstowe girl and someone who's played with Lang Lang, played in the Royal Festival Hall, won competitions, and is of such great ability. Thank you for coming. It's been a great pleasure talking to you.
So do you. Thank
And
you.
may you have a great success in Felixstowe.
I hope so. Thank you very much.
Thank you.